so Monique, no, wasn't Monique? Yeah, Monique was out doing. Matter of fact, she was doing a promotion for, I think, her show or something, and she saw me. And then Sister Sandra, that was on a Rickey show, was like, "Oh my goodness, Rickey, wanted a little person on the show, and he would love to meet you." And so, and she was like, "You know who Rickey Smiley is?" I was like, "Yeah, I know who he is." Well, that's how I said it. And she said, "Well, let me warn you, I don't want you to be scared. He a little crazy now. He see you, he gonna go crazy. And so can you come up? It's back in Dallas. When we was in Dallas, when we first started there. And he wanna meet you. This is where come to the morning show." So I went up there to meet him, and he came. When he just got to talking to me, he saw me. That's when they was in the old building. They in the new building now. It was like inside of a mall. And they was up, they call it a fishbowl, because you could see out when I came in. He started jumping up and down. And I was down there, I was like, "Oh my goodness, I'm going to turn around and walk out." He got to talking to me and saw that I met no strangers. And he was like, offered me a job right then and there. He offered me a job right then and there. And then it was just answering the phone. And from there, answering the phone on the radio, when they would call in. But I was getting smart with the people when they called in. He said, "Girl, somebody gonna come up here and whoop your little butt." I said, "Don't want none, won't be none." I said, "They ain't ready." And so, well, from there, we grew. And then I did a movie with Fred Hammond. And so from Texas. And so then it just grew years after years. And then I became a regular personality on the show. So it went up to be 14 years. So then the show got syndicated. Then we came to Atlanta. Well, we were still in Dallas first, but we was broadcasting in Atlanta and then all over St. Louis and everywhere. And so when we moved up here, I moved with him, of course, because by then I was a personality.
Because how long were you part of the Rickey Smiley Show?
14 years.
14.
And I'm not that person. I just don't want to just sit up under somebody's umbrella and feel like I'm locked in, just can't do nothing else. I don't want to feel like that. I feel like the world is mine. So that's the reason. No, it wasn't no bad blood. It was just, I needed to explore my options.
When your contract was up.
That's the point. I didn't have one.
Wait, what? You didn't have a contract?
God bless you.
Wait, so for 14 years.
God bless you. What God has for me is for me. But like I said, know your worth. Know that I am loved. And people are going to remember me regardless, whether I'm there, here, or wherever.
Well, I want you to know, look, you are loved. You are loved. You've always been like this pillar of our lives, especially for those who live in Atlanta. You know what I mean? Like when the celebrities would come through the show, like we all love you. So for you, here you are, this little Black woman from Texas, and you get to work alongside some heavy hitters, from Monique to Kim Whitley to Rickey Smiley, right? And
Nene
and Nene Leakes, honey, being a damn elf, right? On Atlanta Housewives.
And Cynthia and everybody.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And was it very difficult for you to walk away from the Rickey Smiley Show, because did you think, like, financially, what else is there for me?
Well, I was grinding while I was on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show to make a living then. I was grinding. I was out hosting events and making moves like that. I was traveling every weekend. I was doing something. I was making myself known, making a mark for me. And so, no, I didn't think so. That's how I found Little Women Atlanta. Is I was grinding. I heard that they wanted to come to Atlanta, but they didn't have nobody to in Atlanta, and so but they wanted to branch out Little Women to come to Atlanta. So I found out who the production company was, and I reached out to everybody from the people that worked in the mail clerk room, the CEO. I reached out to everybody that I could reach out with. This before Little Women Atlanta even they was filming Little Women LA. I reached out to every person that was on that production team, even to the CEO. I sent them everything. My picture, my bio, my resume, everything. They were gonna get tired of me. Y'all gonna reach out to me, and that's how I got in touch with him. He was glad that I got in touch. He was like, "You didn't know that we wanted to come to Atlanta, but we didn't have nobody down there. Would you be my ears and my eyes to help us get that cast connected?" So that's what I did. I helped being in ears and eyes. What I did was I went out and found as many Little Women that I could find and set them up for a Skype interview with them because the production company is in LA. And so they kept interviewing different people. We did different not reels, but I forgot what they call. But we did the little,
You mean the pilot presentation?
pilot.
Yeah.
Yes, we did a couple of pilots for them. But the girls in Atlanta, they was trying to compare the girls that they was interviewing to me. Cause you can't be